I was shopping my stash for this video and I came across two items that I have not used yet, but I really, really want to. The two items that I have are the Jason Woo Prime Eye. And then this one I'm very excited about. I completely forgot I had these. I wanted to do a whole Amazon face, but I just can't wait any longer. These are super cute waterproof lip glosses, but it's definitely more of a lipstick. And look at how cute that is. As usual, I went off camera and I did one eye. I was quite surprised by this eye primer. It's very thick, but it seems to be holding up pretty well. So I am like, I did not put much on my brush and it's just a lot. Maybe mine just comes out quite fast or a lot. I'm not sure. This is in light. I mean, even though it starts like this, it ended pretty well. So I don't have any complaints at the moment, but again, I want to see how it holds up. For eyeshadow, I did pick Lovelies Nudie number 2. I really like the nudes in this shadow, and today I played more with the pinky purples, so I'm going to start off with this shade right here, and I'm going to kind of buff that all over the crease and the lid. I just realized that I can actually read the shades. It was kind of hard to read just because of my lighting, but the shade I'm using is Bum. Makes sense because it's kind of nude like a bum. The next shade that I'm going to go into is this one right here, and it is called Low Cut. And I'm going to put that in the crease and in the outer third and just buff that out. So far, the shades are blending out really well on this eye primer. I'm not having any skipping or any issues with blending at all. I don't see any spots that aren't blending. I have had that issue before, but this time everything seems to be blending no problem. I'm gonna pick up Skimpy, which is this shade right here, and put this on the inner 2/3. What a pretty shade. I love that shade. Her palettes are some of my favorites. They blend really well, and I love the colors in the palettes. Like in this palette, I would use every single one of these shades. They're nude, and I can do a lot of different looks with this. I could do a very simple look, or I could do a very glam look, and I love that. The next shade I'm going to pick up is Risque, which is right here, and I'm going to put that on my lash line and kind of wing it out. There is quite a bit of fallout right in here, but that seems to be from the darker shade of Risque. So take it for what you will. That's one of the main reasons why I prefer to do my eyes first, is because I never know what's going to drop, and quite honestly, you can't really expect powder not to fall. I'm sorry, but you can't. So I will always do my eyes first for that reason, and I don't fault eyeshadow for it. I did shop my stash for mascara, and I started out with this Maybelline Total Temptation waterproof mascara, and I'm throwing in the garbage. That's how much I disliked it. I ended up going in with e.l.f. Big Mood, and I really like the way that this looks on my lashes. So we're going to go ahead and go in with a couple of coats of that. This mascara has actually been in my bag on my desk as an everyday staple lately. That's how much I've been enjoying it. And it's surprising because it's only a couple dollars. So it's not an expensive mascara at all, but it is very impactful on the lashes. I really like this mascara. Like I said, this one stays on my desk. I need to preface this by saying I do enjoy this primer serum. However, I normally prefer to use one with SPF or not so much a serum, but I am going to be doing more powders today, and I want to keep my skin hydrated. That is why I picked this primer serum, and I do like it. I have no qualms with it. I do apologize if you can hear a baby in the background. She is fighting her nap. She is just overtired. So I apologize. Let me rub this in. I stuck with a lot of Believe Beauty because I want to see if I really enjoy this brand and see if I want to keep it in my stash. So here is the foundation. last I remembered, I enjoyed this, so I'm hoping it's still the case. I'm going to use my Juno & Co sponge. Alright, do a couple dots of that. Hopefully the shade somewhat matches still. I definitely still think the foundation is quite pretty. So I think I'm going to keep that one in my stash. It does build up. So this is more of a medium layered look, but you can easily build this up to full coverage. I have had this dark spot covered before. Still really happy with the foundation, so that'll stay in my collection. Now let's try the concealer. If I remember correctly, I did enjoy this as well. I feel like the concealer, I don't know, I wish it was a little bit lighter. I think it's just too much like the foundation, that I'm not getting that brightness from it. So here's concealer, no concealer. And you can definitely still see my under eyes. Let's try a little bit more. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and then I'm gonna blend it in. Okay, so in my personal opinion, I do think that it helped to have another layer of concealer on. It's not my favorite, but I would like to try it again one more time, possibly on a better night's sleep. And if it's not a better night's sleep, then I would do my color corrector. So I'm not going to rule it out quite yet. I'm going to set my face using the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair Light. I used to enjoy this powder. I know I've liked it under my eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and set under my eyes first, and then I will set a couple more areas. I forgot to hit the record on my camera, but I just sprayed with this e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. After setting with powder, I kind of like to use a couple of layers of this spray just so I don't have that full dryness. So that was layer one. I'm not going to use contour. I'm actually just going to use bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and go into Believe Beauty. This is the bronzer, and I have this in Sun-Kissed Honey. I do remember enjoying this, but if I remember correctly, it is quite brightening and like it has its own glow to it. Ooh, I think I do still really like this. So I'm going to keep this. This is going to stay in my drawers. I might actually keep this out for right now. For blush, I stuck with Lovelies, and I have the Blush Aesthetics. So pretty. I think today try Caramel Cream, which is more on the mauve-y side. It's this one right here. I really have enjoyed every single one I've tried so far. Ooh. I have to say I've been one to put the blush on the forehead and on the nose lately. I don't know why, but ever since I tried it with the viral TikTok foundation, I have really enjoyed putting it on, and I thought I was going to hate it, but I am a huge fan so far. And of course, I really do like this blush. So I'll be keeping it. Let's go ahead and go into illuminator or highlighter, and it's going to be Lovelies, the Glazed Lip Kit, and we are going to go into this shade right here. It is called Diamonds, and I mean, wow. I mean, we're glowing. I'm also going to use this as my brow bone highlight and my inner corner highlight. Not my favorite brow, I can already tell you that. However, I'm going to show you what we did. LA Girl Inspiring Brow Kit in Dark. And this has two different brow colors, a darker one and a little bit lighter, a brow highlighter, and a brow wax. So I actually mixed the two shades and they mix pretty well. So I don't really have an issue with the powder. I still prefer a pencil just because I feel like powders for brows it just looks too fake. So I don't believe I will be keeping this any longer. If you enjoy using powders for your brows, this is a great brow product. Like I don't dislike it. I don't think it is a bad product. I just don't use brow powder. I prefer gel or pencils, and that is just my preference. The one part I don't like about this palette is the next part, which is the wax. I think the wax you can't really get in there with the brush. It's just very difficult. And when you do finally pick some up, it gets all into the brush. I prefer to bend the brushes So I'm going to bend it and kind of take some of this out. All right, and I'm going to push this through my brows. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pass on this brow product. Again, it's just because I don't like powders. The powder itself works great. I have no issues with it. I just don't like the way that it looks on me. I prefer pencils. I can get the nice hair-like strokes with that. I'm going to go ahead and set my face just because I feel the powders kind of pulling my face and I want that moisture. I'm going to use the Maybelline Lasting Fix to set, but I really do like this setting spray, so I know I'm going to keep that one. To finish my under eyes, I am going to pick up Nudie 2 again, and I'm going to pick up Patootie, which is this brown shade right here, and I'm going to put that as close to the lash line as I can, connecting with the top. And then I'm going to go back into Bum, which is this shade right here, and blend that out. A very simple under eye. I want the top to be more of the focus, and to be completely honest, I have a feeling these lips are going to be drawing way more attention than I even want them to. So I'm trying to play it safe in other ways. To finish that off, I'm going to use the Big Mood Mascara again and just put a light coat on those bottom lashes. I'm really liking the way that this is all coming out so far, except for the eyebrows. Like I said, I just don't like powdered brows on me anymore. I feel like they are too harsh and blocky. Okay, so I did a swatch of all of the shades. Let's see. So starting up here, we have Blush Pink. This is Nebbiolo Red, Merlot Burgundy, Rose Coral, Shiraz Red, Chardonnay Orange. So I think I'm stuck between these two right here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do Rose Coral. So let's see how this turns out. Oh my gosh. That is a very bright lip shade. I knew it was going to steal the show, but these do not go together at all. In fact, I don't think any of these shades would have gone with it. This is too pink, and the rest are just too red, and this is more of a warmer look, and these are very bright. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe these off. However, I am seeing, yeah, they are waterproof. I should have thought about that before doing this, but here we are. This is a makeup wipe remover. I'm gonna try my oil remover by Juno & Co. I am hoping this comes off, but if not. So what I'm noticing so far is that it is sticky. I'm hoping that once it dries, it's not as bad. But I'm actually gonna try and use a wipe and kind of take a little bit off and see if that helps. It's still sticky. I don't personally like that texture, but I guess you could easily just put a lip gloss over it if you wanted to, a clear lip gloss. And it does say on the box, this long wearing tint dyes the lips with a bold yet delicate color that resembles quality wine while moisturizing the lips. My lips do feel moisturized, so I do agree with that. As far as it being a delicate color, no. It's quite bold, and it kind of just looks like I drank cherry juice or like some kind of fruit punch. If you can see, the inside here is darker, and my lips were not like crusty. They were quite smooth. I personally don't care for that. I don't care for this lip color, but I think these are so cute, and just for that sole reason, I am keeping them, and I'll be putting them, you know, on my shelves. I just think they're so cute, dainty, and just fun. Even if I don't wear them again, I'm keeping them. All the items I used today will be listed down in the description bar down below. I hope you guys have a lovely week wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.